Hi, this presentation is going to give you the results of the Student Staff Training and Assessment Feedback Survey for August training. A total of 309 RAs and RCAs filled out the survey, and this presentation will be Pecha Kucha Style, which is 20 slides, 20 seconds per slide for a total of 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
The first question on the survey was, what is the role of BASE with regards to community development on your floor and in the building? Most RAs replied that BASE was a great tool to help them get to know the residents. In the future, we'd like RAs to emphasize that BASE allows them to build connections between and among residents as well as getting to know them.
This question was, what's the difference between a personal identity and a social identity? We had some mixed responses, but overall, the RAs answered really well for this. We wanted an area of improvement to be that people really talked about how social identity had to do with a shared group history and a group membership, but overall, good responses.
The next question was, why is it important to be inclusive of social identities when building community? The standard response was great across the board and essentially was so that everyone feels welcome and included. A good number of RAs were able to explain this concept even further.
The next question was for our wellness sessions. For the new RAs, they were asked what's the RA role in responding to a psychological emergency. Everyone knew that the role was to assess and to refer, that their job was not to be a mental health professional or a professional counselor. Returning RAs were asked about role modeling and mentoring with the new staff, and everyone had done something. The most common was help with duty or community walks at the RC and with answering questions.
The next question was, at what point do you document a conflict based on our conflict management session? We were looking for when it first arises, and most people had this response.
The next question was, why might a resident experience culture shock and how can you be supportive? All the RAs wrote that residents exposed to a new culture or experience might need support. They could help by listening and connecting them to resources. RAs also mentioned that it didn't matter where you were from, that everyone can experience culture shock in some way.
This year, we introduced new Lunchtime Roundtables, and all RAs attended at least one roundtable. The highest attended ones were white privilege and about RA council and higher education information. The average of how engaging they were was a 3.8 on a 5-point scale, and how much did your roundtable allow you to view the topic from a new perspective was 3.5 on a 5-point scale. So overall, they were very well received and attended.
So the next question was, what department do you work for and what division do you work for? There was some confusion here. RAs knew that they worked for the Office of Residential Life and Housing Services, but not that they worked for the Division of Student Affairs. And it was important for us for them to see where they fit within the overall system, of which Mark Weiss is the vice president.
On Tuesday, we did rotating sessions, and everyone was able to write about what they learned from one of those sessions. There were some new ideas for the future, including more training for choices floors and other explorations floors, as well as wellness and time management sessions for RAs.
Next question was, which wellness series event did you attend? 31 students responded. They were asked how their participation affected their experience. All responses were positive, and that their participation helped folks stay energized throughout the day.
During lunch, we had several vendors, 16 handles, almost 50% was the favorite among the RAs, and second place was Kind Bars. We also had student affairs offices during this time, and 41% of the RAs said that that was enough time to access those offices during lunch.
Folks were asked which was the most helpful time to have extended color printing hours at 726 Broadway. 46% said after behind closed doors on Thursday. Many people use the printing on Friday, so we'd like to extend that time as well. 87% of you said that you felt prepared for fall training based on the information, mainly emails sent over the summer.
We asked everyone if they would want to go to Frames again for the Big Fun event. 67% said yes. And some people said that they also enjoyed Dave & Buster's the year before. Some said that it was much better, but mixed feedback. Everyone did enjoy having the Big Fun event during the day.
We asked what were the most helpful sessions you attended during RA training. The number one answer, as it has been for many years, is behind closed doors. People also really found wellness training helpful for new and returning RAs. Roundtables, branding, cultural competency, incident report writing session, and all the in-hall sessions were mentioned as well.
There were mixed reviews about the relevance of cultural competency, conflict management, and public safety trainings in preparation for opening. Many of them were theoretical and therefore more difficult to grasp.
Finally, we asked, do you have any comments, feedback, ideas for the Student Staff Training Committee? We received some similar comments that we get every year. Folks want more time for sleep and bulletin boards. We do our best to give you as much time as possible. Folks also asked why the training week was shorter, and this was due to the elongated summer school schedule, and this will be the case moving forward. Food for thought, as I just alluded to, training was shorter this year. Every year we're asked for training to be a little bit shorter, and this year we were finally able to do it because summer classes went longer. Our philosophy is to try to teach you everything that you need to know for opening, and then we use that welcome week to teach you things that are great to know but not necessary for opening, and that schedule will be the case moving forward.
We have some upcoming initiatives. One is RA Rap Sessions. 37% of you were interested, and the most popular time was Tuesdays from 5 to 6 p.m. Those start today. Not Pizza is a hashtag to post events that are creative or food that is off the beaten path to our new Instagram account. You can also post bulletin boards, flyers, door decks, and we'll repost them each month for prizes.
We're really excited for winter training, which starts on Friday, January 24th at 5 p.m. and concludes on Sunday before classes start. We will be doing a group read, How Can I Help, with Dr. Anna Ranieri, and she's going to come do a session for us as well. See you then.
It doesn't say today, but that was like the big